Welcome everyone. We come to trial because the communist leaders of China wish to sue the Nazi leaders of the Third Reich for plagiarism.
We were the first communists. We will not stand for this.
The Nazis perfected socialist ideals. Communists are subhumans just as those filthy Jews are.
Order. Miss Chang, call your first witness.
I call Li Dazhao to the stands. Mr. Dazhao, could you tell the court about the origins of Chinese communism?
1949, the Chinese Communist Party took power in Beijing after defeating the Nationalist Party.
Mr. Dazhao, in your own words, what are the main ideas of the Chinese Communist Party in simplest terms?
Mao Zedong came up with the idea called the Great Leap Forward, a 5-year plan that was basically a rapid industrialization that caused a lot of poverty among the lower class.
Thank you, Mr. Dazhao.
I would like to call my first witness.
Proceed.
I call SS Officer Heinrich Himmler to the stand. Herr Himmler, did the Chinese interpretation of Marxism influence the Nazi regime?
No, of course not. Communism refers to Marxist-Leninism of Russia that the Chinese adopted. They want to sue us, then it should be suing them!
I object!
Order, let the witness proceed.
Danke, Herr Marx. Herr Himmler, could you please explain why German socialism is better than Chinese communism?
Your Honor, I would just like to point out that the Nazis have never had an original idea. For example, they made the Jews wear the Star of David, and they stole that idea from the Abbasids.
Objection! Do you want to be a lampshade?
That's all you do is turn people into lampshades. I started a cultural revolution and the Gang of Four.
Big whoop. No one cares about your gang of filler.
Excuse me, it was a political faction composed of 4 political Chinese people. We controlled the power organs of the Chinese Communist Party during the later stages of the Cultural Revolution.
Ladies, compose yourselves. You are dismissed from the courtroom. Who are our next representatives?
Your Honor, I'm here today to explain why the Nazis are not at fault.
Objection! The Nazis stole from the Chinese.
Sustained.
I would like to point out that the Chinese created the Communist Party out of Marxism and that the Chinese Communist Party was founded in 1921 in Shanghai, a one-party state, and the Nazi regime was in 1933. How can the CCP have influenced the Nazis if the Nazis weren't even punished? Ultimately, you did not let me finish.
Order.
At least I didn't have a Red Guard army. Who has a bunch of young people who dedicated themselves to Mao Zedong's ideas of a never-ending revolution, then proceeded to be disbanded in 1968? My SS Guard was so much better than your band of idealistic misfits. They single-handedly rounded up nearly all the subhumans of Europe!
Order, call your first witness, Herr Himmler.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call the respected Dr. Joseph Mengele, also known as the Angel of Death, to the stand.
Thank you.
Dr. Mengele, would you care to explain why you are so unique to our German socialism?
Well, you see, I introduced a new level of extreme torture. I had a special obsession with twins because they provided the perfect control for muscle and nerve regeneration experiments.
Interesting. Please, continue.
Very well. Most of my experiments were centered around scientifically proving that physically and mentally the Aryans are superior.
That is a trivial matter.
Order, let the witness proceed.
What about me? I brought Germany out of its crippling depression. I deserve recognition. My dear friend, you were merely the propagandized face of the Nazis. Arguably, I had a larger impact because I was the mastermind behind the concentration camps and the Holocaust itself.
Hitler! This is a private case. I must insist that you leave. Then it seems that there are no grounds for this suit. Those the Chinese Communist Party and Nazi Germany were both brutal world powers, and the difference between their political standings were too high for this case to be upheld. I order this courtroom adjourned.
In 1949, the Chinese Communist Party took power in Beijing after defeating the Nationalist Party.
What about me? I brought Germany out of its crippling depression. I deserve recognition.
Dr. Mengele, would you care to explain why you are so unique to our German socialism? The Nazis perfected socialist ideals. Communists are subhumans just as those filthy Jews are.